Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Very Real Tournament podcast. This, for those of you who don't know, and no one knows because this is our first episode, this is a comedy battle cast where we are going to pit two very real characters against each other in a very real fight. I'm Nick Potter. Hello.
It is your boy, Joey Potter.
I'm the Zach Kerr.
Oh, no.
I'm Butler Carter. Hello.
Good. And we're four nobodies, and we're just going to talk to you guys about some silly fights. You guys want to know our first very real fight?
Tell me. I don't even know.
Yeah? That would be great. I don't know. Just let me know who we're doing. Yeah. All right, guys. Our very first fight in this very real tournament is between Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. You know him. You love him. Spider-Man. And the amount of spiders that it would take to fill a Spider-Man costume. You don't know this. You don't love this, I hope. But yeah, that's what we're doing for this first one. And I'm excited, guys. Are you excited?
Very excited.
Oh, all those spiders.
The excitement is real.
I'm not super excited about talking about spiders, I guess.
I'm just glad I didn't have to research a bunch of actual spiders.
Man,
I
thank
enjoyed
God.
researching the spiders.
Yeah, let's talk about
cool.
that for a second. The way we're going to do this is we're going to, there are four of us. So we're going to be two teams of two in these argument battles. The first sort of setup we're doing, me and my brother Joey over here are going to be on the side of Spider-Man. And then my two friends, Zach and Butler, are going to be, they're going to be trying to tell us, Joey, that the amount of spiders that it can take to fill a Spider-Man outfit is going to beat Spider-Man. I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Joey, I heard you had something to sort of kick this off, this first episode. It better be good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right. Give it to us.
It's a little segment I'll do time to time, and it's things that infuriate Joey while he delivers pizzas.
Okay. So this is... Okay. So,
It's not going to be every week.
Joey's Pizza Corner.
can we call it Joey's Pizza Corner?
It'll be Joey. This is Joey's Pizza Corner.
There we go.
Joey
Okay,
is
cool.
in the corner.
I am in the corner.
You are Joey.
I am pizzas.
And I deliver Joey's.
So here we go. Recently, there's been a research conducted by myself
Okay.
over my
Seems
many
legit.
depressing years of delivering pizza,
Oh.
and I've learned in this research that about 400% of people own dogs.
Right. I
Yes,
mean, how many
that makes
people here
sense.
own a dog? I do.
I do.
I don't.
Well, your parents do. You used to live with dogs. It's fine.
Yes. Yeah.
So of those
That makes
400% of people,
3 out of 4 people in this room own dogs. That's 400%.
out of that
Fact.
400% of people that own dogs, about 400% of
Whoa.
those people have no fucking control over their dogs.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I used to deliver
Checks
pizzas
out.
as well, and so did Butler.
Right.
And I think we can attest to that.
400%.
400%
Yeah,
of
400%.
400%.
Yeah.
I did the math in my time. as a
Okay, so
delivery
Joey,
man.
it sounds like something happened with the dog, so why don't you give it to us?
So I've had a few encounters with dogs. I've been bitten by a dog before.
Whack.
Very upsetting. It was blind. And I just
Oh,
walked
so
up
it was
to
just
it,
wildly biting
And it was
and-
just wildly biting and
Okay.
it bit me.
Okay.
It was in the trailer park. Very sketchy.
Yeah.
Very upset. Had to get in contact with them. Made sure it had its shots and everything. But that's not what I'm talking about here today.
Okay.
So, numerous times, nowhere near 400%, but numerous times, people walk up to the door, their dog's barking and freaking out, and they apologize for that fact.
Sure.
I don't really care.
Okay.
Dogs bark.
Right.
That's what they do. That's their primary form of communication, is barking. What infuriates me is that they come out, they apologize, like, I'm so sorry for my dog. And then the dog continues to be a dog. Then they proceed to scream at their dog for barking a foot away from a human being that actually can, like, process that information. I'm just trying to give you your fucking pizza, and you're screaming in my face.
So it's like you walk up, the dog's barking, everything's real loud, and then the person comes out like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Hey, you piece of shit! Fucking shut up so I can get this pizza!
But
That's
they're
an
screaming
exaggeration.
at you, Joey, but it's for their dog.
Yeah,
They're just
that's an
looking at you.
exaggeration, Zach, but yes. Where they come out and they're like, God damn it! Get And it's like,
I'm so
Hey.
sorry for my dog.
yeah, no, they're like, I'm so sorry. It's like, just let your dog bark. Don't scream in my face, please. It's anxiety inducing.
Right.
You just walk up.
So what
somebody's-
happened in this particular case is what I'm wondering then.
This is a PSA.
Oh, you're
There's
right.
no
I'm sorry.
particular case.
Okay. This is just, sorry.
This isn't a particular story. This is just every time.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
infuriating. Hey, if you get pizza delivered to you and your dog barks, just let it bark. Don't scream a foot away from an actual human being giving you your food.
Right, it is uncomfortable. You know
It's
what I
very
do?
uncomfortable.
But dude, I'd get confused and be like, wait, are they telling me to shut up?
I'm not an idiot, so I don't think that.
Well,
So sorry.
What I do
Sorry.
is when I know the pizza guy's
I'm
coming
an
over,
idiot.
I put my dogs out back.
Exactly, because you're a decent human
Right,
being.
Right. I make sure, because I know they're going to go crazy.
Yeah. And it's one thing if they go crazy. It's another thing where the dog is barking and following me to my car.
Right.
And they're like, get back here, Scooter. Get back here, Scooter. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking run over your dog, aren't
Yeah.
I? Because you can't control your animal.
Oh, I did that once, but I didn't run over a dog. I ran over someone's chicken when I was delivering a pizza.
In Chicago or in
No, when I was when I was delivering in Indiana. No one has chickens in
those
Chicago.
goddamn Chicago
That's why I was
chickens.
blown away.
Yeah, I was out in the
You ran
country,
over a chicken?
but they didn't see me do it, so I escaped.
You didn't tell them you ran over their chicken?
Fuck no.
What is wrong with you?
They just had chickens walking all over their front
murdered
yard.
a member of their family.
I know.
I don't know if
Don't
I
man.
can do
I was
this
like, guys, I was
podcast
like
anymore.
17. Please.
Everybody makes mistakes, Nick.
Yeah, I did. I should have done that, but like, that was like 11 years ago. So
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So if you guys couldn't tell, that we are going to talk about some very real fights. Joey, thank you for that
I
PSA.
needed to get it out there.
Okay.
No.
But from now on, you can only do PSAs that are pizza delivery related. I won't trust anything else.
Is there any way
For
we
me.
can
I
make
don't
this
know
like a
anything
pizza
else.
Joey
essay?
has the lock on pizza PSA.
If you're like, everybody, when you're in a
PPSAs.
restaurant, don't take your dick out
PPSAs.
at all. I'd be like, well, I can't trust you because it's not about.
Yeah, so you can
Pizza.
trust me to know that everything that I talk about probably has something to do with pizza delivery.
It is. It's kind of your life. Okay. Well, thank you. Guys, let's get into it. This is Spider-Man versus the amount of spiders it takes to fill a Spider-Man outfit. We already know a lot about Spider-Man. He's pretty popular, I'd say. So I'm going to let Zach and Butler go first and kind of hit us with what they're thinking. Man, I'm so glad we didn't have to do this. And I'm also very glad that we don't have to defend spiders, Joey.
Yeah.
That's a hard job.
Yeah, it is.
Well, first
So,
of all,
we're gonna do it
spiders have 8 eyes just so they can
I know, very
admire your beauty more
Okay.
because
Well,
they
in my
love you
research-
and they just want to make sure you're doing good.
In my research, not all spiders actually have 8 eyes. All spiders have 8 legs.
Get shit
Whoa.
on Zach.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Zach.
There's already unrest between the two of us.
Yeah, good. They're
All right,
falling
so-
apart already, Joey. This is great.
So I want to kick it off right away
Okay.
with the only math I could come up with for how many spiders would fill a Spider-Man costume.
I know. I've been waiting to hear this number.
was by weight,
Okay.
which isn't 100% accurate. This is my little disclaimer. I went by weight of Peter Parker,
Okay.
which varies between 165 and 167 pounds.
Wait, it only varies.
Right.
People are that
Wait, you
specific?
guys are the Spider-Man experts.
So just for more fun, I added that
I don't-
extra 2 pounds.
I'm not going to look up how much he fucking weighs. But
right.
I thought in some iterations he'd be like a jacked Spider-Man. I guess that doesn't really exist,
No,
though.
2
I
pound
mean, I don't know that I
Yeah.
looked at every iteration, but I went with 167. And for 167 pounds of Peter
A
Parker,
pure spider.
it
equates to 410,708 little spiders. Now this is barring the existence of things like the sand spiders,
Yeah,
camel spider.
the
Yeah.
camel
spiders.
spiders. I think we'll
Right,
exclude
because
those.
like, yeah, it's gonna. I'd cut that maybe in half because some spiders are a lot bigger than other spiders.
Yeah,
and they'll
you
take
have
up.
you have
Sure,
like
but
something
this
like the
was the
Goliath
average.
spider, which is bigger than the
But this is
average
the average.
human
This
hand.
also
Right.
includes the little tiny spiders.
Right.
So I think that, sure, maybe it's a little smaller, but
Can we agree on a?
let's
I mean,
agree on 5 million.
I love that.
I'm
Let's-
cutting
Five
off
5 million spiders.
I'm cutting off 410,000. I feel like that's fair.
Yeah, that's almost 500,000.
I gotta say, before we continue real quick, I am imagining, and I've been imagining this for a while, and it's very good. The beginning of this fight would be Spider-Man swinging into action and coming down and making a cool pose. And on the other side of the street, there's this, like, gangly, like one of those like inflatable tube man
Yeah.
Spider-Man costumes that's like, hello, I am Man Spider.
Yeah. I imagine the
just
exact
like
same thing.
struggling.
I thought that was just what we were doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I thought it would
had-
just be a
Spider.
Spider-Man costume full of the spiders, and it would just fall over, and they would all burst out.
I mean that is
Well, that's
probably
gonna
how the fight
happen.
would start, but at first I sort of imagined a gangly.
Yeah. Yeah, Butler. What else do you have on the summary of your spider team?
Well, I mean, I think everyone knows that there are very deadly spiders and there are very passive spiders. There's communal spiders that work together, and there's solitary spiders
Pay their
that don't
taxes.
work together. But
Yeah.
I think we have to lay down the ground rule of the goal of this 5 million spider army is to eliminate Spider-Man, to
Yeah.
defeat Spider-Man.
There's a spider overlord. He has recruited 5 million different spiders.
Is the spider overlord like a man or is it a spider?
It's just a camel
Well, you know
spider.
what? It's a spider overlord. He's recruited 4,999,999 other spiders.
Okay.
He's
Okay,
act-
so he
okay.
is.
He's actually
So
the
he's the one
smallest
who's like, guys, let's get together. Let's take down this fake spider.
He's going around
Person.
saying that he's a spider. He's fucking not.
Yeah, super offended. Just doesn't want to deal with it anymore. Wants to put him in his place. So
I imagine it's sort
and
of like.
his place is in a coffin. Let's be clear.
Okay, thank you for making
or
clear.
in 5 million spiders' bellies.
Yes,
I sort of imagine
one
the
of two.
spider meeting like the beginning of the Warriors.
Yeah,
That
basically.
all the spiders in New York have like, and from abroad, I guess, because I take it we're tackling.
Yeah, except it's a much smaller area. And it's-
It's not. It's just like a little corner of the park.
yeah,
It's not
and,
the whole park.
And the
Like,
spider
there's-
overlord is sitting on a cup. My fellow spiders.
There's kids playing over on the playground
Yeah.
right behind them, and there's
Not
just
They
this
don't
saying
even
little-
anything.
realize
Well,
the
and that's
spider
the funny.
revolution.
That's the funny part about it. It was originally he got 10 million spiders. They got stepped on the way over.
Yeah.
So
Oh, they didn't even make it.
yeah.
Shit.
So
I
this
kind
is
of,
the best of the best. They know how to survive.
Okay.
I kind of imagine the scene from I think it was Matrix Reloaded. The
Oh.
sweet like cave rave scene.
You don't have to.
Or is that Revolutions?
No, that's in the second one.
It's in Reloaded.
It's in
Hell
Reloaded.
Yeah. That's what I
I
imagine.
thought you were maybe
just-
imagining from Revolutions, where all the Agent Smiths are
That's
standing.
what the fight's gonna be, but the spider
Way more Agent
congregation.
Smiths.
Man,
The
that-
spider congregation is Morpheus in like a sweet spider in a robe.
just like sweating really
so,
profusely,
so much sweat.
slam dancing.
Yeah, just slam dancing. There's raves. There's everybody has sweet plugs.
Oh, forgot to mention the spider overlord is wearing a leather jacket and a bandana too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay, and he has bottles in his,
Oh,
yeah,
in his
yeah.
fingers, and he's going.
Oh,
Spider-Man, come out and play.
I'll give you that. I'll allow that.
Okay, cool. All right.
Anything else you guys want to cover in
I
your
think
Yeah,
that
segment?
covers
Butler-
it for the.
Well, do you guys
Anything
have like specific spiders that you're going to be throwing out there?
Well, I think
Like,
the
just-
highlights will be some of the deadlier spiders. The Brazilian wandering spider is recognized worldwide as the deadliest spider. So we'll get into some of the things about him. Obviously, black widows,
Brown recluse,
brown recluses.
Goliath spider.
And interesting was the northern funnel web spider. We'll talk about that
Everyone at
some.
home, you guys can be looking these up while
Yeah.
Butler's listing them
Yeah,
off.
please
Follow
Right, you can
along.
be terrified at home.
Because I made a
While we
request
talk.
They
specifically
haunt
to
my
not be shown,
dreams.
to not be shown the pictures of the spiders.
And then we'll just talk
I'll
about
let
some general spider facts that would give them an edge against Spider-Man.
Right. Okay.
right.
Because yeah, man, I started researching spiders, and it made me a little sick to my stomach. I couldn't. I'm really glad I'm over
Pretty
here on
squeamish, but it
Team
didn't
Andrew
bother me.
Garfield, as will be known from now on.
Can we not?
Guys,
Okay,
I
fair.
saw a spider in
It's
my house
canon.
today.
Uh-huh.
You know what I did?
What's
I
that?
was like, he's just doing him. I'm gonna let him go.
Oh, really? You've like learned to like sort of empathize.
You know, when you're watching them, you're learning about them. It's just you respect.
And it's like these spiders.
I think I would be the
They are
opposite.
deadly as fuck, but
they're
just
doing
trying to
they're
do
doing
them.
the same shit as me. They're just trying to live. You know what? There's a big dude.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I'd bite him too.
So that's our summation. What
Sure.
What do you have?
All right, Joey.
What do you all
let's-
have that everyone doesn't
Apparently, we're
already
not we're not Team Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, no.
To be honest,
Even though The Amazing Spider-Man 2, one of the most accurate Spider-Man films to date.
Stop! I knew you were gonna do that. I hate that movie
Oh my God,
so
that's
much.
So accurate. It's so
terrible.
accurate, though.
Like the depiction of Spider-Man.
Yes.
Okay. He skateboarded and did sweet kick
Not
flips.
that stuff. We're not gonna get into this. I'm sorry I brought it up. Okay,
Please.
So we're mostly talking. We might reference some of the Spider-Man films, but mostly we're going off of Peter Parker,
Right.
Earth 16616, which is very important. That is the mainstream Marvel universe.
Okay.
There's so many others, but I didn't want to get into that.
No, we'd be
Miguel
here for days.
O'Hara, he's like,
We don't
Yeah,
need
it'd be an
zombie
endless-
Spider-Man.
yeah,
Endless.
Spider-Man
or-
2099.
Yes.
Not trying to do that. We're talking about Peter Parker, you know, bit by a radioactive spider of unknown origins. Apparently, a common house spider that was radioactive.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Would you just eat some
comet?
uranium or
No.
what?
Unknown origin,
Covered that.
radioactive, unknown origin spider. That is probably a house spider.
Was it red and blue like in
Wait.
the first movie?
Is that
Why are you... Stop.
Sorry,
Hey, quick-
Joey says that we're gonna be talking about the comic books. I know a lot more about the movies, so.
is that radioactive spider on our team?
No.
Holy shit!
What
It's
if
dead.
he's the Overlord?
It does
According
bite
to,
him. Yeah.
according to Spider-Man Homecoming, that spider's dead.
Oh man.
Haha, movie reference.
Haha.
Oh, that
okay.
was the Spider Overlord's brother. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Relevant.
Made up scenario. Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
trying to
Okay.
find a sweet reason why the spiders
Yep.
are so.
Got to get that
carry on.
motivation.
Getting his revenge. So, you know, obviously, everybody knows Spider-Man. You know,
He does sweet flips. He does sweet webbings. He does really sweet like one-liners.
he is very quippy. I don't know
Yeah.
if your team will be able to handle the quip and the wit
That
of
is,
Peter
that is
Parker.
a big
Well, I don't know if you
weakness of
know, but
spiders.
spiders don't have ears.
Oh, okay.
So
Whoa, okay,
we're
we're
good
learning
there.
stuff.
Invulnerable to his quips.
Oh
All right,
man,
guess
I
we'll
was.
have to take that
Oh,
off the
no.
table. You should have saved that for the fight, but all right. You know, Spider-Man, his Uncle Ben was tragically killed
By a spider.
by a
By
spider.
a group of spiders.
By-
A spider gang, if you will.
Hey, man, there's a lot of retconning in Marvel Comics. There might have been a version where Uncle Ben was killed by a spider revolution. We don't know that.
I like to think it was like a bunch of spiders driving a car that had just robbed someplace and then shot him.
Same storyline, exactly.
but yeah,
just spiders
you know,
instead of people.
Spider-Man, he has superhuman strength.
Mm-hmm.
He can do whatever a spider can.
Obviously.
Superhuman durability.
Maybe not
superhuman
everything is-
Yeah, I don't think
agility.
he can have 8
That's
legs.
what the song says. What you know about Man Spider, though.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to bring up Man Spider at some point.
I'm trying to not bring in all the renditions and canon of Spider-Man because this will be a 4-hour podcast.
Okay, well, I'll let you guys know
Just
right
about
now
Spider-Man.
that my OG everyday Spider-Man is Drake Bell's Spider-Man from Ultimate Spider-Man, the cartoon.
Heard that was pretty good. I
It
haven't
is
watched
pretty good. I watched it.
It's real good.
I actually like it a lot.
Yeah, but what you know about My Shiny Teeth and Me? Chip
I don't.
Skylark, Fairy Odd
Oh,
Parents.
sorry. I only know.
You brought up Drake Bell. I had to bring in Chip Skylark,
Nope.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, he
Right.
also played him in that live action movie.
okay.
He played Timmy Turner.
He did play Timmy Turner. All right,
It's fucking horrifying.
we're off the rails.
Anyway, so Fairly Odd Parents.
Versus Drake Bell.
Drake Bell.
Stop giving away our ideas.
All right.
All right, so we have our summaries. You're comfortable with who Spider-Man is?
Right. Peter
Yes.
Parker.
Peter Parker. You got
I
it.
understand the Spider-Man.
We understand we're facing
Tobey
off
Maguire.
against apparently 5 million
No.
spiders
5 million
5 million.
spiders.
that have incited some sort of spider
I
revolution.
need to know not to do one of those guess how many jelly beans is in a jar things because I might have guessed 5,000 spiders or something.
Nope. All the spiders.
I can't wait
Horde of
when,
spiders.
if and when we get an audience, if somebody fact checks us, and they're like, actually, it's only like 1.5 million spiders. So
Still,
what
that's
the
an
spiders you
unfathomable
talked
number.
about?
I hope that people that are good at math and science really listen to our podcast. So
Well, we are
So
a
they can
very
get mad.
factual-based scientific
Right.
podcast.
Yeah.
Very, very real tournament. I mean,
yes,
in the name.
absolutely. Okay, so I think the setting is what we've discussed. Boom. Spider-Man swings into action, makes a cool pose on the ground. On the other side of the street, there is this wobbly Spider-Man costume. He's
Coming-
like, the fuck? First of all, how'd they get his outfit?
Coming from the park.
Yeah, coming from the
immediately
park.
from the meeting. As soon as they were done, they all crawled
no.
into the Spider-Man.
Oh, no, they built one themselves. They just...
They can do that.
Whoa, out of webs?
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Okay,
Okay.
but-
Well, and color dye.
Before we
They
get
gather
into
some time.
this, I
They
need,
robbed a dye shop.
I need to know. I need to throw something at you guys because you kind of imagine that as like a joke, but what I imagine in real life is a heap on the ground of a Spider-Man suit just pulling in all different directions. And I need to know, jokes aside from a spider leader that has bottles clinking on his hands saying Spider-Man
Very tiny
with a
bottles.
leather jacket on.
And a red bandana.
How well can spiders work together?
That is true.
Well, Butler, why don't you tell them?
Well, okay. There are communal spiders
Okay.
that have giant webs. I don't know numbers.
Okay.
I do know this number. One of the largest numbers of spiders recorded. Numbers. Number one point for me. Number 1 point for me here is 50,000 in a group of spiders that work together to take down prey, to protect their offspring, and to protect
To
each
get
other.
revenge on fake spiders.
And to
Yes.
get revenge on fake spiders. But the reason, and in coming together like this, they'll take down things like bats, larger bugs, Batmans,
Big Bad Beetleborgs. Sorry, I'm just...
birds. I'm saying real things
Birdman.
amongst the fake names.
Burgers.
Harvey Birdman.
Right.
babies,
And so they'll work together for that.
boats.
But with the understanding that we're using many, many different types of spiders, you could argue that they won't come together as well. But we did establish in the beginning that their primary goal is to eliminate Spider-Man
All right.
because they're being marshaled by their leader. Their
Yeah,
overlord.
we're in this... Joey's asking...
I was asking
this-
a legitimate question. We've set up a fantasy scenario.
Yeah, in which you guys have a really cool spider-like gang that's coming after Spider-Man.
They're going to walk across the street snapping at him, just like,
Right.
No, what I imagine is, you got fighting game scene intros. It's like Spider-Man swings down, lands on the street, and he's like, "What's up?" And then it flips.
Sorry,
over.
you mean quip, good
Yeah,
quip.
quip.
Okay.
And then the camera changes and it goes straight over, and
And
there's
a
just a
massive-
Spider-Man suit standing there for a second, and then it falls over and spiders burst out of it.
Yeah, I imagine
5
that
million
is
of
the
them.
main thing, is that it falls over and 5 million spiders.
They
We can
were
go
able
ahead
to
and
get
say
it
when they
standing for a
fell,
second.
100,000 of them died.
all right, we're...
Screw it.
Well,
Okay, the ones, yeah.
Let's tally that off.
They were at the bottom.
Yeah, me and Joey are going to individually do the math on how fast Spider-Man defeats each...
5 million.
Like, he's going to he's gonna swing a sewer grate at a bunch of them and kill, I don't know, 5,000. And we're just going to slowly tick off.
Sure.
But, okay, give me some offensive capabilities of
Yeah,
a
this is really all on
mass
you guys,
of
because, of
spiders.
course, Spider-Man's main offensive capability is stomping on fucking spiders.
All right. Well, let me just start with a few cool facts that could play into
Oh,
this.
these are cool.
They're not that cool. All right. So spiders actually have metal in their fangs, which
What?
I found interesting.
That doesn't make any sense.
The reason
Robo
being,
spiders.
it does make sense. I'll make it make sense.
Okay.
Spiders mostly eat other bugs. Bugs are made of chitin,
Chitin?
whatever. Sure.
Chitlins?
I'm pretty sure it's chitin.
Chitlins.
It's CHITIN, right?
Right.
Chitin.
Right.
Chitin. Okay.
Which is an
Chitlins.
exoskeleton, which is basically their bones.
bones. Yeah.
So
Skin bones.
So scientists researched that because they didn't understand why a spider's fangs, which are all they thought were also made of that same material, could
Chitlins.
pierce it. So what they found out with X-ray technology,
Science stuff.
right, is that there was metal particles in their fangs.
Okay.
Too much iron
which
in your blood.
increases,
Oh, I was just thinking about that.
which increases over time as they molt and get
So
larger
we
and
should have
larger.
done Magneto versus all the spiders. He would have just ripped out all the iron like in... Is that X2?
You would have won, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's X2 because he's in jail.
Yeah.
And it's actually a cool scene, and it wouldn't have been in X3
Yeah,
because there were
he was
no
playing-
cool scenes in X3.
He was playing plastic chess.
Another
true.
interesting fact that could play into this is that their webs, some spider webs, are stronger than Kevlar, stronger than titanium, stronger than tungsten.
Okay,
And then fun fact, if you
now it's
had,
getting fun.
it's gonna be fun. If you had one spider web that went around the entire planet, it would weigh 1.6 pounds.
Very light web.
Right.
You know what, Butler? That was
But
fun. I had
strong
fun
as
with that
steel.
fact.
That was really nice. Thank you, Butler.
I'm imagining, so it's like, it's the tensile, like how, like, strong is it, though? It's one
I think
spider
it can
web.
expand. Like some of them, again, all the spiders have different.
Like, I just
webs.
imagine this spider web going around the world and people are tripping over it and cars are
Yeah,
crashing
I think
into it, flipping over.
some of them can expand to like 10 times.
Well,
their-
that's
okay.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
10
and
times
that's
their
just
actual-
one.
Yeah.
That's
Agreed.
just one spider.
All right. So that's not so
Just a
much the
little guy.
offensive abilities. That's
Right.
just utility.
Okay.
But let's get into some of the deadlier spiders, because if we have a variation of spiders, it's a given that we have
Some
at
of them
least
will be
a
deadly.
few
Right.
of these deadly ones. The Brazilian wandering spider, its venom can kill you. It can cause death even if you receive an antivenom. It's known as
So there is no anti-venom is what you're saying.
You can be
Because
administered
doesn't
it. You
work.
Well,
might
no,
make
you
it.
need
You
the
might die.
anti-venom.
That's the venom.
Anti-venom.
So it just bites you again?
Yeah.
Right.
Addition by subtraction?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's more deadly, obviously, towards
Sorry, that's
children
subtraction by addition.
and the elderly. But 2 of them bite you, and then we'll find out what happens to Spider-Man.
Oh, we sure will.
Right. The Black Widow between 1950 and 1959, which was when the antivenom was not made yet, killed 63 people, which I thought
At
was
once?
How many of those people were Spider-Man?
That is
0 of those people were
Okay.
Spider-Man. But
Because-
I've just given you some preliminary numbers of how many people have died to spiders.
Okay.
The brown recluse causes necrosis.
Zombies.
Yeah, so massive tissue loss that can lead to infection and kill you.
So
that one takes a while, though.
Oh, I was gonna say, are they
So-
gonna like bite a bunch of other people and have
And then-
zombie people fighting
I was thinking they
Spider-Man?
bite Peter Parker and they run away and hide for a couple weeks and just see
Peter
what
just
happens.
is lazy about it, doesn't go to the doctor.
Yeah.
One thing I forgot:
Dies.
the Black Widow, its bite can also cause paralysis to the diaphragm, which one bite to Peter Parker, and all of a sudden he's breathing heavy and having a hard time fighting the rest of the spiders.
Okay, how susceptible are spiders are to getting fucking
Smashed by a
stomped
foot.
on?
Yeah, how?
Right.
Yeah.
But you have to imagine
Pretty
if you're
susceptible.
stomping on 5 million spiders, a few million of those might get on your foot.
And then they crawl up, and they got metal fangs.
Sure. Which will help pierce Spider-Man's costume.
But okay, here's the thing about Peter Parker being bit by spiders.
Sure.
What does that do to Peter Parker?
Isn't it gonna give him more superpowers? He's
Well, no,
already,
they're not radioactive
Yeah, exactly.
spiders.
They're not radioactive,
but he's already
but
radioactive.
he is radioactive.
But it says nowhere that I could
Radioactive.
find that his blood is immune to the venom of a spider.
Yeah,
But it
and-
also doesn't say that it's not immune.
Okay, well then the whole
I'm just-
debate is moot.
And then it's
I mean,
not.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know.
I'm just saying.
Well,
I understand
if we don't have the venom, maybe 1 million spiders get onto him, and they bite through his costume.
He's probably
You
bleeding
know
a
how
lot.
spiders digest their food?
How?
They spit bile onto it and melt it from the outside in.
All right.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know what? You know what's a great irritant? Tarantulas and Goliath spiders can just flick their hairs off and inject them into people to cause irritation in the skin.
All right.
So he's going to be itchy.
He's gonna be itchy, and he's gonna be dissolving.
These are good points.
Melted.
But the other thing is, for comedic purposes, I mentioned him stomping on spiders.
Right.
Sure, and
Which
I
is
countered
good.
that
Which is
with-
very good.
He's a superhero.
Super effective.
He's not going to be like, the fuck is that? I'm going to go jump on it.
It's true.
Well, then how's he going to defeat it? They're just chilling and waiting.
They're
spiders.
they're not following him. They're just
Well,
chilling.
they are, but they're standing
they're
together.
after
Okay,
him.
but also
Okay.
here's the thing.
Peter Parker and Spider-Man has New York as a weapon, guys. He has all of New York as a weapon. Are you
Then
kidding
we'll
me?
kill the entire state of New York.
Oh, okay.
That's a different fight. That's
I'm
next
imagining Spider-Man webbing some taxis and just like throwing them at the
There's
pile
that.
of spiders.
There's him just webbing them in general. I
But
don't think all
they could probably climb
Hold
his
on.
webs,
Yeah.
Joey.
Hold on. I don't think all spiders are immune to all types of spider webs. Just like Spider-Man would not be exactly immune to every web shot at him, which they don't necessarily even use that as an offensive mechanism.
Right, they don't.
It's
Yeah,
more about
I am not sure I understand what you mean by that. Immune to
Fi-
a spider web.
Pretty sure
Like,
any spider.
they can't climb every single different spider web.
I mean,
Spiders
I
can't.
think a
It's
spider
spider
could be
silk.
wrapped up in spider silk.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
I'm
Like
not
they could be
denying
wrapped up
that.
in it, but there's no like.
I'm not
It's
saying
not
that
like
would do
this
anything
one's
to
real
him.
sticky.
That's what I'm trying to say is that
They're small enough to where it doesn't really matter because the stickiness comes from it getting caught in the crevices of your hand and stuff. There's nothing inherently sticky about spider webs, right?
I think some
Yeah,
spider
there,
webs.
There
have-
are
yeah.
adhesive
Like a-
spider webs.
Oh,
How do
okay.
you think things get caught in spider webs?
And
How do you
also,
think that Peter
They get
Parker
trapped.
and Mary Jane
No, there's-
hung out in
there's
that
a-
spider web
they hung
after
out
the first
way on
time?
that spider web? Also, web fluid is not spider silk.
That is true.
Truth.
Because we're not talking about apparently Tobey Maguire getting spider veins and growing little swords on his fingertips.
And also have to counter the things being thrown at them. There are jumping spiders that can jump. Now this isn't relevant necessarily, but if we could jump as far as they can jump relatively, it would be a
We don't-
football field.
We'd all be superheroes, yeah.
Right.
So it's like 5 feet, which is enough to get out of the way.
Right.
Right.
I'm saying that Spider-Man's main thing is throwing and pulling things down on these spiders.
And-
I think that he'd
and-
have enough of an easy time jumping through things, pulling walls down, smashing spiders.
Slingshotting him down a crane to fly out into the city.
Yeah, but not like in the Amazing fucking Spider-Man where all the cranes turn and New York helps Spider-Man. Like, fuck. Hold on, guys. Before we talk about this.
You know, I hope just Amazing Spider-Man always loses. Just that Spider-Man from that movie. No.
Right, no, I think that he loses because
rendition than fucking Sam Raimi verse.
it's much better in the first movie when all the New Yorkers are up on the bridge and being like, leave Spider-Man alone, and throwing cans at the Green Goblin and
Yeah,
shit.
so if
That's
you're
much
sitting
more
there-
realistic
if you're
than everyone
sitting there-
turning their
Oh,
cranes.
let's get this
street.
cranes.
If you're sitting there on the street and Spider-Man's there, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man's there, and then a literal wave of spiders start coming at him, you know New York's not going to be having that shit.
Yeah, they're gonna... No, not today, giant wave of spiders.
Whoa.
He's
I
got...
think you're leaving out the fear people have for spiders. I think people are going to say, oh, that's a giant
They
wave
were
of
throwing
spiders.
stuff
at
that
Green
run
Goblin.
the other
Yeah,
way.
Well, no,
Green Goblin had bombs and shit, guys.
And that's one Green Goblin.
I'm way more
you
afraid
walk down
of
the
spiders
street
than
and then
Green
you see a
Goblin.
herd of 5 million spiders coming at
herd.
you, and you're just going to be like, nah, that's cool. I'm going to
Yeah,
throw
what
this
are a group
bottle.
of spiders called? A gaggle?
A swarm.
A swarm of spiders?
Right.
that makes a lot of sense.
It
Right.
does
That's
make
a
a lot of
herd.
sense.
Instead of a
Some of
gaggle.
those don't make sense, though, like a murder of crows.
Well, crows always.
Maybe it did it one
Crows
time.
But
always
okay, we're
murdered
not
right.
even factoring in Spider-Man's spider sense
Absolutely.
and superhuman agility.
Spiders also have spider sense. That's where
And
it came from.
Can you-
super.
But they're
Yeah,
more. I
agility.
think the comic book version is more literal than what the spiders have.
No, they can literally
Really?
hear vibrations with their hairs on their
Yeah, so
on
can
their
Spider-Man.
legs.
But
So
Spider-Man's regular Peter Parker 1616 Earth has his spider sense has been taken to a point where it can be considered as precognition.
Right, he's basically like the time police in that Tom Cruise movie.
But
help me out.
Wouldn't it be
Minority Report?
Yes.
But not really, because Spider-Man not sitting in a computer. It's like, this is going to happen a week from now.
Yes, he's in a pool with stuff strapped to him.
No, so what spiders'
Writing it all
hairs?
down.
So what spiders' hairs do? They
freak me out. Is one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're
gross.
freaky as shit.
Yeah.
They're spooky. But also they can gauge vibrations from sound. They can gauge pressure changes in the air around them. And that's not like I'm right next to a spider and I'm just like, and it feels it. It's like there's a spider over there and I'm like that. It can feel that pressure.
Everyone saw that at home.
But to
Yeah,
kinda-
but hold on. Let me
Sorry.
take it here. How many spiders have I personally killed versus how many Spider-Men that I've killed?
Joey's killed. I can tell you he's killed 0 Spider-Man.
Spider-Man isn't real.
But
Oh shit!
Neither
No,
are
it
some of
is
these
real.
spiders you guys
It's
are talking
very
about,
real.
right? A Goliath spider? That can't be real.
Yeah.
Absolutely
no, they just
not.
the Goliath spider. You know, the bird-eating spider. They can jump into the air
Guys-
and grab birds
But
out of
hold
the
on,
air.
hold on.
Sorry, Butler. Go
the
ahead.
spider sense.
Yes.
Do you not think that it would be completely overwhelmed by 5 million spiders? Like, he can gauge one
That's
person
actually-
coming at him.
I hate to
maybe
admit, that's
5
actually
people
kind of a
coming
good
at
point.
him. Would 5 million vibrations or 5
Yeah,
million
but at the same
beings coming at him?
the same time, you got to think of that of more like in chunks, because one spider jumping at Spider-Man is not a threat.
Sure.
Is it not?
No.
Depends
No,
on
he
which
didn't give a fuck.
Oh.
spider.
He could punch that shit out of the air.
And he
Because
would.
also what you got to think is with how they move in their innate spider sense, that is shrunk down to what a spider can do. A single spider. Spider-Man, in fiction, obviously, can fucking jump over your house.
Sure.
I don't
but that
think a
doesn't-
spider can sit here and jump, like, across the room.
I can tell you what a spider can do.
All right.
It can take its web,
All right.
droop off a tree, get a strong gust going, and be like, you know what, peace out, and then just float for miles.
That is true.
That is very true.
So we have like wind surfing spiders coming at Spider-Man
Yep.
too.
Now
They're on the fucking. They're leaves on the wind.
Don't matter how far they can jump. If
did-
that wind's going,
I did save a scary one.
All right.
The northern funnel web spider, its bite can cause death in minutes if untreated. There is an anti-venom for it. People that are around those spiders keep it around the house, but if you don't have it, you're dead in minutes. So, barring his immunity to spider venom, if he's not immune, we'll leave that up to the audience. If one of those bites him, if one of those gets on him and bites him, he's beaten.
But he's not a normal human.
well, and here's the
He
thing
has an
too.
increased healing factor. He has increased skin durability.
That's true.
He
That's
can
fair.
take a punch from the Hulk.
That's true.
I understand that. We got 5 million spiders.
Recognize
How many
that.
northern funnel spiders do you think would be in
You
that
know
5
what?
million?
Let's
though?
just throw
I mean-
like there's 400 that get to the Spider-Man.
But here's also the thing. Here's
Bite them. 400
what's
venoms
hard.
that can
Here's
kill
what's
you in
difficult
minutes.
about your argument is that you're talking about communal spiders, which I assume are all the same species.
Yeah.
It's not just
Yeah.
like a fucking
groups that I was talking about
a
before, yes.
melding pot of spiders that can
That
work
decide,
together and,
right.
and be all
There would
out
be
of
shit
it.
Well,
talking.
There'd
There-
be mad shit talking.
Yeah.
No, this is Spider-Tropolis. It's just they love each other. They're all BFFs.
Right, they've done the Warriors gang meeting.
Yeah. They got the bottles. They're clinging the bottle.
But I still think there would be mad shit talking from, oh man, I can't think of any gangs from the Warriors right now.
The Gangrene Gang.
There probably was. Oh my god, why can't I think of any of those guys?
The baseball
either.
dude.
The
No,
the baseballman.
the guys with bandanas and
No,
then there
but
was
what
the
I'm
leather
saying is-
jackets.
That
The street sharks.
it's difficult when you want to treat 5 million spiders as a hive mind, and at the same
Yeah,
time
5 million spiders.
have all the species of spiders being treated as a hive mind.
I'm saying that these spiders can form together to make a giant fist like Sandman.
That'd be another
think-
argument.
I think you're beaten if that's the case.
Yeah, no, that's
No,
They
if
are
you do that,
truly a
then-
hive mind.
I'm just saying we all got the same idea going. It's like, you know what? This guy's a fucking poser. He says he's a spider man.
Right, he's sort of ripped
He is
off
not,
our brand.
He is not half man, half spider. He is mostly man, a little bit of spider in
Yeah,
there.
a little spider bite.
And then he was like, you know
Until
what's
he
cool
grows
about
all those extra
spiders?
limbs.
You know what's cool
So
about
you tell me
spiders? It's got
those-
webs.
You tell me those spiders don't care about the crime that he's like stopping? They don't give a
They
fuck
don't
about.
care at all about that. They just want to eat.
So those spiders aren't real New Yorkers. Then is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. There's some posers
You're
as well.
undermining the
No,
power
they
of
are
New
really
York.
New Yorkers. They want the crime to keep going. It's, you know, if there's more like destitute, there's more messed up stuff, more bugs, more space for mosquitoes.
Less bug spray.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys
People
are
can't
saying
afford
that
that.
they want sort
This
of
is
chaos.
a conspiracy.
They want
Okay.
chaos.
We
The
are the
spiders want
chaos
chaos.
spiders.
They don't want decimation because then
And
they
we're
have
Team
no
Andrew
food.
Garfield.
But-
So who wins
So
the team name?
I didn't want to whip this out
Garfield.
because it's stupid comic book bullshit. There was a point in time where Peter Parker, like the Peter Parker, was able to communicate with spiders.
Hell yeah.
But here's
like
what
Hank
they would say
Pym
back.
can with ants.
They would say, "Fuck you."
This is the
Okay.
spiders'
We're here to kill
socialist
you.
revolution.
There's no open lines of
Poser
communication.
No
They're
lines
just
of communication.
No.
man. You guys are being pretty harsh with this. We're throwing a lot of good stuff at you, and you're just shutting it all down.
No.
So I'm gonna go back to him fucking throwing buildings at these spiders, man.
Yeah, that would.
He's
hurt.
just pulling down walls, throwing sewer.
You know, if he
lids
did,
out of
if
it.
he did an entire wall within about a minute of them bursting out of the Spidey
you think
suit,
he'd have a chance, right?
No, I think they'd all be dead.
Right,
Yeah, I
that's
think
what
he
I'm
would
saying.
win. But
Right.
I don't think they would all be dead. I think wall on ground spiders still live. Not all of them.
Yeah, not all of them, but
how
some
many
of
times
them.
have I stepped on?
But
a
there's going
spider
to be
and it's
such a
walked
mass
away?
there that
I
will.
don't know, Zach.
More than I can count.
Oh, okay.
It was a rhetorical question that I was going to answer.
I'm just saying there will be so
That's
much
not
mass between the wall and the ground
Right.
that some would die, but some would still be alive inside there.
Yeah, and then that's a point of diminishing returns on every wall that he keeps pulling down on them. Because Spider-Man has all of New York to battle these spiders.
Look,
okay?
And also, we're thinking very small scale here. I think.
Okay. What do you got?
So
Spiders
we're
are.
thinking like
sort of like spiders.
big battle. Spider-Man versus 5 million spiders. Crush them. So what if some of those spiders just like peace out and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna stalk this dude. I'm gonna find out where he lives.
Oh, you think they're doing
Bite
like,
him while he's sleeping.
like a sort of a long con?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Well, no,
they're,
he kills-
They're gonna take,
he kills-
They're gonna take Aunt May hostage,
Right.
and
Ain't even gonna do that. Just going straight for the throat. He's
No,
like
Aunt May's
they
webbed up
killed
when
my
he gets
4
home.
and a half million
hot.
spider brothers. I'm gonna go into hiding. I'm gonna find out how to
Ooh,
destroy
maybe the
this
spiders
dude.
do sort of like a thing where they disguise themselves as Peter Parker's apartment, and he turns the doorknob. It's spiders. He
Spiders!
Goes, the door is spiders, but he can't really tell. And then he gets inside. And he goes to lay on his bed. Also spiders.
Also, all
and
spiders.
they just collapse on
when
him.
one of the spiders starts dating Mary Jane
oh shit!
and breaks his
Dude,
heart.
If one of them starts marrying,
Oh no, that was our
dating-
secret. I think that was in your notes. Is
Yeah, there are spiders that date
Mary Jane.
humans. Oh,
very, very well known for dating spiders.
Oh, okay.
So-
Is that part of like she didn't
Canon.
like Peter Parker when he was a nerd,
Yeah.
but once he became Spider-Man, she's like,
She's like, oh, you're more like a spider. I love
I
spiders.
don't care about those abs that you
then
have
then
now.
He walks into Mary Jane's room and there's a spider smoking a cigarette, laying in bed
Regular
with Mary
size
Jane.
spider.
Regular size spider.
Regular size spider.
Regular size cigarette.
But still 3 little bottles that he's clanking together.
yeah.
Parker!
It was the Overlord.
I fucked your girl! I like the idea of these spiders sort of splitting off and doing a long con.
Right.
So,
Good job.
okay, guys. That was a weird place to sort of stop. But
A lot of things were discussed though.
that's right, yeah. So
We
what
laid it
we're
all
going to do
out.
now is we're going to take a short break. And we'll come back when the dust settles on this first fight in our very real tournament. All right, everyone, we're back. We have reached the climax of the fight. Now, let me ask you guys this. How does this fight end?
All right, I'm going to tell you how this fight ends. Peter Parker, Spider-Man,
Right.
and the spiders have a parlay.
Oh, yeah?
They're going to meet up because Peter can talk to the spiders just as well as the Spider Overlord.
Right, in that one comic book.
They decided to hear him out.
The Spider Overlord, Marco, they talk and Peter makes a deal that, I mean, the spiders can't decline. I mean, he's going to say, yeah, I'm going to give you all the bugs you want. You know, you can stay in this warehouse.
Wait, Spider-Man's going to give them bugs?
Yeah. I mean, that's what they eat, right? That's all spiders care about.
Spider-Man can cover mass distances with his webs. He can catch a whole lot.
All them bugs. You know what spiders love? Mosquitoes.
Okay, so it's going to be sort of Spider-Man's job for a while to catch all of these bugs and bring them. He's working
we're
for
still
the
in the
spiders.
parlay. And so,
I have this image of Spider-Man sitting at this desk, and on the other side, there's just 5 million spiders.
It's
basically
more of a table.
Well, yeah.
They're sitting
It's
around
more Spider-Man is in one chair.
Oh, it's sort of like a conference room.
Marco, the Spider Overlord,
Uh-huh.
is in the other chair, and then the other spiders are all watching. And they're speaking
Is Marco
together.
across? Like it's just this big tent?
No, they're next to each other.
Okay.
It's all calm and fine, and so they come to an agreement, and Spider-Man's just like, yeah, you know, we can solve this. I'll help you guys. We'll take care of it. And the spiders are just like, well, Marco, we don't need you anymore. And so,
there's like a coup.
yeah. And,
Whoa, the spiders turn on their leader?
Well, they don't really turn on him. They just say, you're not needed.
Marco, we
Does
understand.
Marco go quietly? Or
We understand your radioactive brother got killed by the Spider-Man.
So we're just stringing together a whole series.
Yeah.
So it was Marco's
It's
brother
canon.
that bit Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why he started the uprising with all the other spiders.
Okay.
And so they leave in peace. Except fucking Marco.
Oh,
Knew this shit would happen all along.
Oh, he knew that
Marco
the spiders were going to turn on him.
Took the most elite of the elite of them spiders.
Oh, he did. He got his own little group.
A good what? 100 thou?
About a hundo, yeah.
Hundo.
One of them hundo sticks.
Hundo K.
Okay, he breaks off his own
100K
sect.
of his
So
deadliest
Spider-Man
friends.
goes home that night.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? I can sleep well. I delegated. I had a
This would be a very boring comic
very,
book, I think. but-
very nice conversation with them spiders. He goes
Okay.
home and goes to sleep. Well, Spider-Man wakes up.
Does he wake up dead?
No, he wakes up and he's covering a bunch of webs.
A lot of webs.
You want to
Can't
know what
move.
that finishing move is?
Yeah, what? Give me this finishing move, Zach. I'm ready for it.
Marco,
Okay.
Spider Overlord,
Mm-hmm.
sitting right in Peter's vision.
How's he wake him up?
Wakes him up, taps him a few times on the eyelid with a little spider
Yeah, a little
leg.
tickle, a little spider tickle.
Well, hey,
Okay.
hey, buddy. Oh yeah, what is Marco?
He's a Brazilian wandering spider.
What does a
I don't know what that
Brazilian
means.
wandering spider
The
do,
deadliest of
Butler?
spiders.
Okay.
Boom. Takes minutes to kill, and he says, "This is for Jamiroquai." Bites him. Walks off.
So-
Peter Parker locked in his bedroom, can't get
Oh
help.
my god, this is terrifying.
Under all the spider webs.
Oh my
from
god.
From that hundo K spiders locked in there. Looks like Peter Parker lost.
Oh my god.
And then he says, boys, let's skitter out.
Oh, spider lingo.
And then they skitter out? Okay.
They roll out.
Well,
Wow.
before they leave the house, they like tuck Aunt May in, give her like set up the coffee for the morning.
Right.
Oh, okay, so they're still kind of cordial.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Then-
they have nothing against her. It's just
Right.
Spider-Man.
Right. I mean,
Wow.
How do they take care of Mary Jane? She's gonna be heartbroken.
Oh, dude, Marco and Mary Jane have been dating for months.
they're going strong.
Yeah.
Man,
Like-
does Spider-Man, is that like the last thing he says? Like, I've been with your girl?
You know,
He
And then
can't
he
really
crawls
talk
back
at
up his
this
web?
point.
Marco
Paralysis.
thought about it.
Uh-huh.
Marco was like, "I'm not that kind of guy."
Okay.
I
Except
have
he's
my
gonna
own
fuck his girl behind his back.
You know,
but just
Marco
not
has
tell
his
him.
own personal vendettas. Him and Mary Jane met on a very nice date, very nice night.
Dating app.
Yeah. So,
Man, you guys have spun a lot of fiction. But you know what's not fiction is that, and I'm still stuck on this, is that the spider that bit Spider-Man, bit Peter Parker, was named Jamiroquai. Did he have a Jamiroquai hat? Like a sort of cat in a hat, silly hat on?
no, duh.
Okay.
Yeah. No, and he was walking backwards when he did it.
I don't remember that from the comics, but I'll accept it.
I thought you were going to say I don't know who Jamiroquai is, which is fine. But, okay. So the finishing move is sort of a long, not a long con, but
It's a kiss goodnight.
Wow.
Wow,
Kiss
so
goodnight.
poetic.
But it's the morning, right? Sorry, that was,
It was
like mid-morning.
I kind of pooped on it a little bit. I'm just so upset because me and Joey lost the first fight in Very Real Tournament. But, hey man,
That's how it goes.
5 million spiders, there's not a whole lot we could do.
So let's recap. Spider-Man tries to parlay with the spiders, come to some sort of agreement.
Which he does a lot.
Yeah, he does do that.
Thinks he comes to an agreement.
Thinks he comes to an agreement. Granted, at the same time, he does with the literal millions of other spiders. They're down. Then
Spiders hold grudges, man.
I guess so.
Hold grudges.
Was that on Wikipedia?
Yeah, no, that's
okay.
the first thing. First sentence, Wikipedia.
That's what I found, yeah.
Hey, what do spiders do? Hold grudges.
Yeah. So then you have Marco and his Spider Legion, his tiny Spider Legion, kill Peter Parker, take care of his aunt, and then fucking Marco and Mary Jane swing off into the sunset.
Live happily ever after.
Yeah,
It's a fairy tale.
Beautiful family. It's just
Okay.
unfortunate for Peter.
Okay, well that's a good... it's a pretty tight finishing move. It wasn't like a super punch or something, but, you know, that's fine. Or like a...
Yeah, he could have just like shot him or...
Yeah, but that's not what we do here on Very Real Tournament. All right, guys. This has been Very Real Tournament. Thank you so much for listening. You can find this episode and the rest of our episodes that will be up on all of the podcasting places where you get them. What are those called, Joey?
Podcast apps?
Sure. Yeah,
we call
iTunes
them.
has one.
iTunes, SoundCloud.
Stitcher is one. We'll figure out all of the apps.
I don't think we'll be on Stitcher, but
I don't know what Stitcher is. I thought it
iTunes,
was
SoundCloud.
Spotify. No, we won't be on Spotify.
We're not good enough.
You'll
for
probably
Spotify.
find us. You'll definitely be able to find us at our website. It is vrtcast.com. If you want to talk to us, maybe start a dialogue about these fights, or just thank us for our great work, or whatever, you can get in touch with us. vrtcast@gmail.com. You can tweet at us. It's the same. VRTcast. We all have Instagrams. But don't follow my Instagram. It's very boring. We all have Twitter accounts that you can follow us. Mine is at NickPotter42. Joey, what's yours?
At your boy Joey P.
Okay, Zach, give me yours.
I don't have one.
All right, but you'll get one, right? You want to keep in touch with the fans?
Yeah.
Okay, well that Zach's is TBD. Butler, do you have a Twitter?
Working on it.
Okay, so you can talk to me and Joey.
Actually, my Twitter handle is at SabertoothJesus.
Oh, I don't know why you didn't just say that. Is it because it's a little risque?
I haven't gotten on it in 4 to 5
Right.
years.
It's okay. We're going to be better about that. We also have an Instagram account, Very Real Tournament. You can check us out on all of those things. It's going to be great.
Facebook.
Guys,
Pretty sure you can check us out on Facebook as well.
oh, yes, thank you. Sorry, there's so many social media platforms now, guys. We have a Facebook group, Very Real Tournament. Basically, if you look up VRT or Very Real Tournament, hopefully you'll find us. But yeah, this has been great already. First episode, we knocked it out of the park. We killed it, hopefully.
Well, we killed Peter Parker.
We did in our in our first fight. We killed Peter Parker. But yeah, next week we will be back with another fight. I don't think we're going to let everybody know just yet.
It's Batman versus Superman.
Okay. Fuck it. Batman versus Superman next week, I guess. All right, guys. Let's get out of here. I'm Nick. That's Joey.
I'm the Zach.
I thought you were introducing me.
Nope.
I'm Butler.
Joey doesn't get to say anything. Joey, any last words?
I'm Joey.
Okay. And guys, it hasn't just been real. It's been very real.